like fire, hellfire, this fire in my skin, this burning.
Welcome
Welcome
back
back
to
to
the
the
cackle
cackle of
of the
the jackal.
jackal.
Oh,
Oh, is this Rome?
this is the falling, you guys. I'm at the falling. I'm at
Of
the
Rome?
times. Yes. I'm at the end of times.
The Roman Empire. Yeah,
The Roman Empire is
it
falling.
did feel a bit like that this episode.
It did. Yes, it did.
I am at the Daybets, Gossip Central. I
Yes.
wanted to find specifically the orange ones, but I think I can catch pretty much everything that they're saying here because all they do is talk shit, y'all.
All they do is talk shit,
All they
y'all.
do is talk shit and they don't ever stand on business.
They never do. Guys,
Um,
this was crazy.
I was taking notes so that we could do a
Yes. Yes.
recap in order. Let's
Yes.
just see. We started off
Dear God.
episode 14 with Oleander is gonna get back with Taylor for
Yeah.
no other reason than Jalen kissed her on the cheek. But when Taylor refused to give you what you needed, you were tripping. Which is why people sent this man in here in the first place.
So you guys, at this point, you guys, leave Alandria alone. We are no longer assisting her in whatever it is that she has going on. If you guys are under the impression that Taylor likes this woman, when he told those men that he is not attracted to her, and nothing has happened between when he said he was not attracted to her and now, except for the fact that Jalen came. Nothing has changed, you guys. Some people are saying that, oh, you can develop attraction. I completely understand. You
Yeah.
definitely can. But that comes with time spent.
Quality time.
He can't come up with a date to save his life.
And he
He
hasn't.
what Ace does, and he only did it, what was it? Twice? That awkward dance foolishness.
Where they weren't even talking.
And that's how he liked it. And then it was yoga where they weren't touching.
Nor talking.
Many forced, uncomfortable kisses between two consenting adults. I'm not sure.
So yeah, I mean, and I wrote that at the beginning of the episode and I was right. Just like I always am. 99, I may be an overthinker, but 99% of the time, I'm writing what I'm thinking. Shout out to my man Charlie. By the way, Hannah and Pepe, the body is not even cold. You know what I mean?
She is a 304. Moving on.
Yeah, but that's their thing.
Yeah.
Austin and Amaya rediscovered their connection. Really happy for
I
that.
did like that. That felt nice. At first, I was like, okay, so these two are scrambling, but if they're
Okay.
scrambled, they're scrambled together.
They're
They
scrambling
do
together.
have like a vibe that kind of matches with each other because I feel like they both give airhead at times. I think it's cute.
Me and Ashley were saying that they give that vibe of like that couple that did shrooms in the bathroom, and you guys are like, where is Austin and Amaya? And so
Right.
it's like I feel like they scurried off to the bathroom, and then you go to the bathroom and you hear very loud banging and moaning sounds, and
Mhm.
because of that, you don't invite them out to go anywhere, but it's like when they invite you to their wedding, you go. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? Like
you're
it's
gonna
always
go.
a show. It's always nice, but you don't push to hang out with them
Yeah,
because
no.
they're going to either end up doing drugs or having sex. And it's just like, okay.
And probably a combination of the two.
Right.
Like
Like, I don't need to be around that all the time, but I am happy that you're happy.
you got kicked off of one flight to Vegas too many. Okay. It's too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. We can't even go to Vegas anymore because you guys aren't allowed in.
You guys tried to join the Mile High Club, high off carcinogens. I don't know. It's a mess.
Right. And I'm also glad because Shelly and Austin really just needed to stop whatever
Yeah.
that was. Um, at a certain point, you have to acknowledge that Shelly is part responsible because just like when she got picked by Ace talking about it's about time and all of this stuff, Ace was what did I write? Oh, I was like, Shelly, just say Ace is your number one and move on from Austin because he's been your number one since jump. You picked him since jump. You need to accept that. Like, even just trying with Austin at this late in the stage of where you guys are, I think is pointless because Ace barely talks to you and your connection with him in your mind is way farther. So go and explore that. Like, just stop.
They're going to be hunching in the bed immediately, and then he's going to eventually lose interest because his eyes turn every bombshell, and he expects Shelly to sit down there like the good girl that she is and
Mm-hmm.
chill out while he goes and explores different connections. She needs to know where home is. He knows where home is, but he's going to be traipsing through the streets.
Right.
Shelly is going to have her ass handed to her on a platter because Ace will never leave her alone now.
Yeah.
He's never going to leave her
And
alone.
that's essentially what he was doing. That's why he let you stay with Austin for as long as you did, because he was like, I want to see how long you're going to do this for before you get tired. And you never did. And now
And
he's
I feel
never going
like,
to leave you alone.
you guys, the industry plants allegations against Ace. It's difficult for me to say that he's going to beat those allegations.
I don't think he's beating them.
I don't think he's beating the allegations. Like, continue. I don't think he's beating them. Sorry. Mm-mm.
But I also was saying, I forgot. Oh, they were talking. Shelly made a joke about marriage around Ace. And I wrote down, do you guys think if Amaya said what Shelly did before any of the heated conversations, do you guys think if Amaya made the same joke that Shelly did, he would be so chill right now?
No. He literally would have screamed bloody murder. He would have sued her for sexual assault.
Okay. Just checking.
Yeah.
Just checking.
Also,
Um,
he's fucking putting on a show, guys.
but
He's
we're gonna
putting
get
on
into
a
that.
show.
We're gonna get into that.
Even with like his dates with Shelly.
Oh, yeah, no.
Guys, he only did this stuff because Iris was on a date, y'all.
Because Iris was on a date. And because Iris was focusing so hard on Jeremiah. You know, Ace, that pretty little lady, he likes to be chased. And I think he noticed the second that they went on a date that Shelly got, when Iris was on a date with Jeremiah, it was planned for Iris. But because Iris went on a date, he was like, oh, okay, well, I guess I'll work on this connection anyways. When she gets back and decides to focus on Jeremiah wholeheartedly and not have a conversation with Ace, is when Ace was completely turned off and was like, okay, well, let me go ahead and foster this right here because I need to make sure that she picks me. I need to make sure that I've got a bed to sleep in tonight.
If he's not an industry plant, he just wants drama. And he's doing everything for it.
But I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
Right.
I wouldn't be surprised. Even if he's not an industry plant, I think just like if you guys remember that one guy from I think it was season 4 or season 5 that was with that British girl basically the whole time, and then after they left the villa he stopped talking to her and we all found out that he had an acting portfolio. I think that's what this is.
We're gonna find out something really insane.
Right. And now that's what he does. He makes skits on TikTok, y'all. So just wait for that.
He makes skits.
I don't even remember that man's.
Girl, don't even speak his name. He's a
right. The devil.
Right.
But let's get into the steak and potatoes.
Yeah, please.
So Huda and Jeremiah, I'm gonna take you guys through the episode in my notes, right? Huda and Jeremiah are talking about nothing at the start of the episode. They're arguing, but they're talking about nothing.
Yeah, yeah.
Huda leaves the room to cry because she wants I accidentally typed Jerome. She wants Jerome to chase her. Okay. Then we go H&J get into it again. And maybe Huda does have BPD. This is when we see them on the day beds, and Jeremiah is trying to explain to her that he does want to sleep in her bed and he does want to have sex with her again. He
Yes.
just thinks that we should take things a little slower because people are clearly bothered by what's going on. He can't say that.
Yeah.
He strikes me as the type of person to be very keen on what people are perceiving, and that's why he moves the way that he does. So
Yeah.
he's like, I think we should just start as friends.
Yeah. I think we
Right?
need to dial things back a little bit
Right?
so that we cannot garner as much attention as we've been garnering.
Right. Huda does not like this at all.
She
She
can't.
actually freaks the fuck out
She loses
and
it.
takes something he says, misconstrues it like she always does, and then says, have a nice life, brother. Starts screaming, fuck you, leaves. And my sister was telling me about a TikTok that happened earlier about how they think that, was it a therapist?
No, I think it was just some girl commenting.
Some girl,
Right.
who doesn't know anything, says that she thinks that Huda has BPD.
Yeah.
If this is Exhibit A, Your Honor, and I'm on the jury, I could see it.
She won't be beating the allegations with me.
She won't be
if
beating the
evidence
allegations.
that I have. If this is the
And
evidence,
I think BPD or not, Huda, after this, you definitely need to speak to someone with a PhD. Period.
yeah. No, she does. And honestly, guys, if we could play some solemn music here real quick. I honestly feel like, Huda, darling, please. At some point, you have to love yourself more than you love these niggas. You have to stop. You have to stop because they will be your demise, Huda.
But that's not all. That's not all. The last note I have before the recoupling, Huda is crying because Jeremiah didn't pull out her chair. And then the recoupling happened.
That actually, guys, let's go back for a second. That actually was the most startling thing that I've ever seen because I honestly thought, I thought something really serious happened.
I was asking you.
Jeremiah pulled out her chair.
I was asking you. I was like, what happened? Huda's crying. What happened? You're like, not a damn thing.
He's going to pull out her chair.
He's going to pull out her chair.
He literally made you breakfast. He made you breakfast.
Okay.
He made Iris breakfast.
And this is the first and last thing. I'm not talking about Huda anymore.
Yeah,
I'm not talking about Huda anymore. This is the first and last thing I have to say to her. Just like my sister said, these niggas are going to be your demise.
Yes.
If you don't get a fucking clue about who you are and what you want, you are going to lose your mind every single time.
Every single time.
Seriously, you might be the jackal of the week. You seriously need to stare at a wall and self-reflect, babe.
Really does. You really do, Huda.
You have to wake up. This is not you. I don't understand how anyone thinks this is healthy for themselves to constantly be crashing out.
Huda, is this you? Because in my mind, I'm like, do you not have an ounce, an iota of self-respect?
I don't think she does.
Like, are you not thinking?
I don't think she does. And if it makes track with the person that I think she is outside of this villa, that tracks based off of your life decisions and how you move. This tracks. This tracks.
Defending you. We can't keep defending you.
And it's like, I'm not going to bash you because I do think you came in here moving a certain way because, again, you want a new father for your child.
And that man matched your energy. He matched your energy.
And he matched your energy. He told you he could do that for you. So I'm not going to come at you for doing that. But the fallout of this, the proper way you should have handled this is leaving that man alone. No ifs, ands, or buts. Once you realize that he is simply just not going to do what you want him to do, whether you guys think that it's necessary or not, That's what she's looking for in a man. And if those are her standards, I'm not going to tell a woman to knock them down. So if that's what she wants, then that's what she should find. If he's not going to do it, girl, just leave him alone.
Your man will, girl. And here's the thing. Huda, take heed to Leah's warning from last season. Did you ever see her act like this?
Ever?
She might have had an outburst or two, but the reality is that she was more of a verbal lashing kind of person. You
Mm-hmm.
literally are utilizing abusive language and tone towards other people that make it very hard to defend you.
Yeah.
So with that being said, I try to believe that this isn't who you are, but another part of me also thinks this is exactly who you are, and this
You
is
do it so
okay.
fast.
You
You
do it
react
so
so
fast.
fast that I couldn't
So
believe that this is not what you do on the outside.
you do this, and that's fine. It's fine, but it's not a likable trait, my
It's
love.
not a likable
And
trait.
it's a trait that is going to lead to high blood pressure,
It
high
is.
cholesterol. It's going to lead to these things, and you need to heed it because you're not going to be young forever. You
You're
won't be young.
not.
People are going to be afraid to be around you, Huda. And
Girl,
that's
nobody's going to want to be around you except
that,
men that get turned on by crazy. You're just going to attract more Jeremiahs
if
acting
you
like
would have just done what Leah did and just not even said anything, just you go up to Jeremiah, oh man, like this sucks that happened, man.
that. But what you should have did, how you should have played it, girl, you literally, when he came to you on those day beds and you flipped out and he literally was putting his leg on your leg, telling you, screaming, screaming psychologically, I want to fuck you.
Right
Will
now.
you let me? Will you let me? But you let your emotions stand in the way. You should have said nothing. And you should have been like, well, I don't know. I'm not really sure, but I know what I need and I know this and I know that. You need
Right.
to be in your feminine. What did Deborah say? You need to be in your feminine because here's the thing. If you really wanted that man, you had him right then and there.
You had
But
him
when
right.
you said fuck you and started going on that shit,
Called him a bitch again.
called him a bitch again, girl, you lost him.
You lost him. And
You lost
it's so sad because if we just paid attention to the astrological signs here, we
Yeah.
really would have known. We really would have known Huda.
And I just want to say, just really quick, I'm
Oh,
not saying that they should be together. I'm not.
no, we're not saying
But
that.
I'm saying, listen, if you're smart about what you want to do, that's how you do it. I'm just saying, I am always going to correct people in how to do the right thing, even if they're doing the wrong thing. I'm going to show them the right way how to do the wrong thing. You know what I mean? That's just the type of person I am. So let's talk about the new couples.
Okay, yes, yes.
Let's do Sierra and Nick. Thoughts?
I just don't understand why they're not getting any flack for being together and not changing up. But it's not shocking. His cold sore is healing, so Sierra's gonna finally get to kiss him again. So
Right?
fine.
Hannah and Pepe?
Well, both of us are whores, Hannah and I. Pepe included, honestly. And so with that, all three of us are whores. So we're just very much so like-minded people. This makes sense to me.
Yeah.
I will say it seemed to get very passionate. It seems like Hannah is a very passionate whore. And
Yeah.
I'm really enjoying that about her with the nose kisses and the intense intimacy. She
Yeah.
doesn't just kiss. Like she's not just kissing. She's truly
She's
making
making
love.
love.
She is making love. And that is something that I really do appreciate with Hannah.
In
Um,
another life, Hannah and Austin were perfect for each other.
no, in another life. Sexually, they are perfect. But
Yeah.
Hannah is looking for something different. She's looking for something different.
Yeah.
And I know that something different was a British man a couple of minutes ago, but now it's Pepe. And I'm proud of her for that.
Yeah. I love that for all three of you, honestly.
Yeah, Pepe, though, don't get
Um,
comfortable. She will replace you. You will be replaced.
Amaya and Austin.
I am excited to see where that goes. I hope that they
Hey.
truly do explore it and that
Mhm.
it's not just something that they did so that they can both stay safe.
No, I think they will. I
I hope.
think they will. Um,
Dear God.
Shelly and Ace.
On one hand, I'm just happy that Austin is no longer being, you know, played with in the brain.
Yeah.
I think that Shelly, honestly, Shelly is starting to get on my nerves a little bit because your confessional talking about I wish I would have known about the connection, the potential connection between
When you
Austin
didn't
and
care.
Maya. You don't care. You don't. Because literally when you put down Ace, you chose an Ace a long time ago. For the life of me, I think that maybe the producers like you and they don't want you to be in a situation where you had to choose on television because
Hmm.
real life,
Well,
that's what you should have done today.
she's a fan favorite, so I don't think they're gonna send her home just like they're not gonna send Huda home.
I just Ace is a manipulator. And I think
But
that Shelly knows this, she sees this. And I think that Shelly is going to get a run for her money from Ace. I do not think that he's the man that he claims that he is.
I don't
This is
think that
not real.
either. I think this will be good for Shelly just in the sense of you are continuously biding your time instead of making smart decisions and going out and making connections with people that want to make connections with you. I think you're just like Ace in the fact that you like being chased. And I think this is going to be a great lesson for you in learning that relationships are a two-way street.
Yeah.
And so I think that even though I'm scared for
Yeah.
my sister Shelly, I think because the producers really are keeping an umbrella over her, because realistically, if this was anyone else in the situation that her and Austin were in, they would have gone home by now. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? So I think since they have an umbrella over her, she will stay safe. But if she really is feeling what she's feeling and not playing a game, she will learn the lesson that she needs to learn.
I hope she does. If not, she's going to end up with 3.5 children, and Ace is not coming home saying all night that he's working at the casino. He's not. He's not.
Um, Olander and Taylor.
Alandria, I love you, girl.
Oleander.
But
Oleander.
you made a terrible decision. The idea that you have in your brain that Taylor likes you is actually beyond delusional. I've never even seen somebody be so delusional in front of my face like that. And honestly, I do believe that at some point, like there are a couple times where I ask myself, is she slow? Like, is she slow? Because I'm not seeing America needs to show it to me. I'm not seeing what she sees.
And let me tell you why you're not seeing it. In a setting like this, you cannot tell me that in the span of how many days your attraction to this woman changed like that, especially when your spot was threatened. I can't trust you. I can't trust you. You were so hell bent and confident in the fact that you did not have a physical attraction to this woman. And I beg to differ that y'all, I don't even think he really liked talking to Oleander. They did not talk.
They are so stiff with each other. Everything seems forced. Anytime that he does anything affectionate to her, he's looking for applause and like kudos because, oh, look, guys, I did it. Please. And you know what just came
Please.
to my mind for just a second? We're going to dial
Mhm.
it back to Ace and Shelly for just a moment.
Mhm.
Ace is playing the game. Because here's the thing, his whole situation is, oh, we worked up to this.
Mhm.
He is just like, oh, well, with Jeremiah and Huda being together, they've been together since day one. They haven't
Wait,
given.
wait, 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 wait. Are you going to talk about how he stood by Huda?
No, 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 no,
Oh,
no.
okay.
I'm just saying that you're saying that with Jeremiah and Huda's relationship, they never gave anybody else a chance. They just stood beside each other the entire
Yeah.
time and blah, 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 blah. And I think that for him, he wants to do the narrative of, oh, he explored. I was exploring, and then I came
Mhm.
back to this one particular person. But baby, it's only been a week.
It's
It
only
really has only been a week. You
it's
guys had 3 recouplings in a matter of like 2 days. It's really been a week.
it's only been a week.
This is not the slow burn love story that you're discussing because you're ready to have sex with Shelly right now, and that's not a slow burn. A
That's
week is not a
not.
slow burn.
You're a liar. You're a liar.
say. He has a minion in Taylor. Taylor is his assistant.
His
And with
henchman.
that being said, he was like, "Oh, you have to do the same thing. Like, this is what you have to do. You have to have somebody because we need to have a chance to win. Because if Taylor
Exactly.
wins, Taylor's gonna split, he's gonna share the money with his man Ace. You just know he
They've
is.
already discussed it.
They've
Nick
already
thinks,
talked about
and by the way, Nick thinks they're splitting it 3 ways. They're not. They're
it.
splitting it two.
It's just two.
Just so
It's
you.
crazy work. It's crazy if it's even two, because Ace is under the impression that he's gonna take it all. He's a scammer.
I just.
He's a charlatan.
He is.
He's a
I
charlatan.
just feel like it's so crazy to me. Again, it's been a week. I don't think that physical attraction over growth is gonna be that easy for you to get over a week. And I definitely am not going to believe that when you're on the risk of going home. And I'm
What is the difference
especially not going to believe that when people are telling me that you got a girlfriend at home.
when people are telling me that? And I'm definitely like, you guys, please, like, please. And what is the difference between Shelly and Ace and Jeremiah and Huda? They just weren't sharing a bed. You guys have
But
given Ace has given no one an actual chance besides sitting beside Iris. You never kissed Iris. You
never.
made Iris breakfast. That's all you did. You made Iris breakfast and you asked her if she believed in love at first sight.
Hmm.
You guys, he's playing a game. And Taylor is playing it too, but he's doing it just a shitty job. And he almost lost his job.
He almost lost his job. Iris and Jeremiah. I'm just gonna say this because I really don't have much to say. This is kind of funny to me, just in the fact of this is ridiculous. But Iris, realistically, you didn't go back to the real connection you had with Ace. So this makes sense. This was your safest option. I know you were saying that he wasn't your safest option, but he was because he was your only option.
Yeah.
So you picked him. He picked you, gagged everyone in the villa because, again, Jeremiah is somebody who is very keen to perception and likes to have friends. So he went ahead and saved himself the headache and heartache of picking Huda and being on Huda's side again. And just went ahead and decided to cut loose and get up out of here. He said now is as good a time as ever to just go ahead and leave. So I'm going to do that.
And so he did. I don't think that relationship is real. I
Okay.
think that Jeremiah was telling the truth when he said that Iris is not his type. And I don't think that this is the end of Jeremiah and Huda. I don't believe that this is the end. I think that the producers are doing a really good job of making this a telenovela, and that's essentially what this is. Like this is a soap opera.
Yeah.
This is a soap opera. Those two are not done with each other, and Huda is not going to make another connection with another man.
Okay.
It doesn't matter who they bring.
So
Well, they might. They could, but they're gonna have to bring in a strong black man.
they're going to have to bring a real strong black man who is red pilled
Yeah.
down and
To
will
the
not
back.
let Huda touch anything.
Right. He's either like a Jehovah's Witness or one of those like Hebrews, like the black.
Okay.
Like he's serious. It's serious.
Okay.
Yeah. Hmm.
Um, okay, so the voting came down to Jalen and Huda. Jalen ended up going home. Fuck every single last one of you. You're
Yeah,
fake.
truly. They
Um,
deserve love. I'm sorry.
and that before we get into who stood up for Huda, I just want to take y'all through my notes one more
Please.
time. Um, while I was explaining to you what was happening with Huda and Jeremiah, let me tell you what the Islanders were doing. Ace and Nick are talking about Huda and Jeremiah, but what else would they talk about if they didn't? Right?
Hmm.
I feel like if you all would work on your own couples, you wouldn't be worried about Huda and Jeremiah.
Yeah.
Everyone is talking about them. Dot dot dot. So no one's gonna speak their opinion. Dot dot dot. Y'all weak as fuck.
Period.
Oh my God. Why are we still talking about Huda and Jeremiah?
Why?
Everyone's saying they're tired, but we're still talking. Dot dot dot. It's almost like you guys have nothing else to talk about.
Did
Okay?
we see them actually call attention to that last fight? Like they were over there. Now, again, they got loud, but you guys can ignore them. The same way that you guys all got up from the couch when Huda was over there expressing
Right.
herself, talking like that, and you guys were just talking about her. So then your fake asses, your punk asses get up from the thing one by one to
Mhm.
make it look like she's fucking crazy. You guys are insane.
And then you're sitting over there laughing at her, and she notices that you guys are talking about her. So she's posing. She's posing, and y'all are talking about, oh, we weren't even staring at her.
Sure.
But you were sitting there talking about her the whole fucking time. You think that's a flex,
Listen,
babe? Here's
you
the
were
thing. I can never respect y'all because you guys will sit there and smile in Hood's face 10 times a day. Say you're this girl's friend. Do all of this stuff down. But the real way you feel about her, you feel like she's crazy. You feel like all of this stuff. You feel like she's dead wrong. And you can't say it to her face. For whatever reason, and I think it's because you're scared, but whatever you want to call it, you guys are punks. And I can never respect you because you can't even voice your opinion. What are you scared for? Hood is not a fighter. She's not even a verbal fighter. You can beat this girl in a toe-to-toe battle of just talking. You guys are real life scared. In real life, I'm mad at Oleander because, girl, you're the one to put her in her place.
and you
You
won't.
know what I'm talking about.
And she won't.
You won't. I can't respect that. I can't respect that.
I know
And
y'all get mad at Huda for being the leader of the villa, but you guys let her be that. That's
you
what
guys
she
let her be that.
there
Talking
was
about
there was
Hurricane
an
Huda. Hurricane Huda.
you
Y'all
guys
never
are
got to
letting
see
her
it.
impact your summer. Do guys,
You love to
when you
see it.
guys are sitting over there talking about Huda for hours, where's Hannah? Making out with Pepe. That's what you guys are supposed to be doing. Why
Literally.
are you guys not kissing? Why are you still doing this? Nick and Oleander, you two need to go. This man, this white man, has a strong obsession with you. He wants to kiss you on the lips. Y'all should be sneaking off to go do that. Or Nick, how about you finally make out with Sierra? It's been a while.
Right.
Been a while.
You know?
How about you plan another breakfast thing so that you're free in the afternoons to lounge
On
about
a
school giving
planet.
sermons and TED Talks? All this
Like,
kissing you promised
this
her
is
you weren't.
ridiculous. I would have Ray and okay, so let me just all of them after shit talking Huda for an entire day, they
Mhm.
go and they stand behind this woman.
All of them.
Every single last one of them, including Ace. Oh, I'm sorry. Nick didn't do that. Nick stood on business. Kind of,
Nick
not
was
really.
behind Jalen. Pepe was behind Jalen. Jeremiah
Jeremiah.
was behind Jalen. And who else? There was somebody else.
Austin?
Austin was behind Jalen.
Okay. This, okay. Ace goes and stands behind Huda. Mind you, if Ace would have stood behind Jalen, it wouldn't have changed the vote.
It wouldn't have changed anything.
Ace, after previously trying to vote this girl out and claiming that she's not here for the right reasons, goes and stands behind Huda. Another Exhibit A, Your Honor, he's playing a game. The only reason he did that, in my mind, what makes sense, is because he was like, I cannot have Taylor's op in this villa when he's supposed to split his money with me. He's got to stay up here.
I haven't been able
Oleander have to stay here.
I haven't been able to
That's
convince
the only way.
Jalen is he's not on my radar quite yet. I haven't been able to sink my teeth into him.
Mm-mm.
So he has to go.
He has to go.
You
And
guys are playing into this man's game, this abusive man's game.
And that's why I will never have respect for y'all because one, y'all let this insubordinate child named Ace run around here doing whatever he wants. And two, y'all can never stand on business. Y'all
Never.
can talk all the shit you want, but at the end of the day, if nobody voices that to Huda in a way of like, because I know y'all have tried to have conversations with her, but you're not really telling her what's tea. You're coddling her still in the conversations, like, oh, maybe, well, oh, maybe, and da 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 da. And then you just let her say whatever she wants to say, and you're like, okay, well, I'm not doing it. You guys don't fucking like her. Say that. Say it. What's the worst that can happen?
Right.
She's mad
All
at
she's
you.
gonna do is cry.
She's already ruining your summer, according to you. So what the
According
fuck?
to y'all.
And then also, I think it's pretty obvious that Huda cares what people think about her. So if
Okay.
you would just tell her what's tea, I think it would be a way better situation for y'all.
She probably stopped.
Right. But you can't do that because to me, you're weak.
Yeah. My sister's not lying, y'all. She literally is not lying to y'all.
Like, I don't know, maybe me and my sister watch too much Now That's TV, and I'm just so
Maybe.
used to people just talking on, even if you just don't like a bitch, you say it. Like, I just don't like you. And that's fine.
Why are you guys still talking to Huda if you guys talk so much shit behind her back? Like, how do you guys even feel comfortable talking to her?
You know, like, because I can talk shit, but anything I say, especially on national TV, I'm either
Gonna
gonna
say it to
say
you.
it to your face, or I know if it ever gets brought to your face, I'm going to be able to back it up.
There's no way it's going to be brought on television and you don't know what I said about
And
you.
you don't know. That's what I'm
Especially
saying.
if it was real
Period.
tea. Because around me, like, you're not. Like, there's no way that I would be talking the way that y'all were talking about Huda, and then she walks over there or she's making these things. I'd be like, girl, we're talking about you.
We're talking about you
Girl, you are
and how
doing
ridiculous that
or
was.
when she's running around and she's doing all that yelling. Y'all don't want to just say, hey, I'm trying to relax by the pool. Girl, shut up.
Literally, when she's running around here talking about yelling some fuck you, I literally, Huda, stop it. Do you not understand that everybody up in this building is sick and tired of hearing you talking about some
Girl,
fuck you?
I'm
Every
trying to do my
single time
bug.
that man pulls you for a chat, you've got a smirk on your face. Either shut up or get back with him.
Huda was doing everything she could to make it so that Iris and Jeremiah couldn't spend no time together. That's all she was doing.
That's
She
all
was
she's doing.
caught the scene and she wanted to be the victim. She didn't want Jeremiah to be. So that's what she did.
And
And
just
it actually really pissed me off, girl, because you could have been a lot stronger than that. Stronger than
you should
yesterday.
have been.
Girl.
But literally, just clock it, y'all. But yeah, I've lost a lot of respect for those Islanders. And it just made me think I hate to be that person to compare it to season 6, but it just makes me think of those girls because I can think of multiple times where they got into it and they were still fine. You know what I mean? Like, if there was something that needed to be said or somebody felt like something needed to be addressed, it was addressed. And that was that. Like, I just don't feel like bitches are being real
They're not.
on either side. And it's really irritating me because it's like, what was the fucking point of you coming on reality TV? If you want to be a scripted bitch, get a script.
And that's
Fucking
Ace,
script.
y'all. Ace literally is doing this because why in the world did you stand behind Huda?
Why
What
did you
was the
stand
point
behind
of
her?
any of that? Only for you to sit down there and smack her hand and be like, hell no. Dude, if you don't like her, what is the real issue?
What is the real issue?
And honestly, the only thing that is giving to me is that White Lotus episode where that man was like, he really just envies being those Asian women that he was, paying at the club. I think that's what it is. You want to be Huda so bad. You want to be a BBL, Middle Eastern goddess with hair down the back of your neck. You want to be that so bad, and you want to have intimate relationships with Jeremiah.
Exactly.
But
and men like Jeremiah.
and men
And
like Jeremiah.
literally, you're the type of man. There are some men who literally are so envious and jealous of women. I'm telling y'all, this is real. They are so envious and jealous of women because they really feel like they are better at being a woman than women.
Mhm.
They feel like they can perform, they can do that better than you. And they don't understand why they're not allowed to, why society won't let them.
And Ace believes that he can. He knows that he can.
He knows that he can.
And a huge part of me thinks that he knows he can because he has. But I'm not going to discuss that.
Well, let's just get into the app.
Yeah, because
that's basically what this
that's
episode
really all
was.
that happened.
A bunch of shit talking.
But I will say I was very much so shocked by Jeremiah's decision.
Yeah, it gagged me.
It actually gagged me. My mouth was open. My mouth was ajar. He definitely did exactly what I'm looking for in terms of television drama. That is exactly what I needed because I knew in my heart of hearts that he was going over to Huda.
Right. Especially after having those conversations and you literally trying to get in this girl's pants. I thought you was going over there. I barely seen the man talk to Iris this episode.
But to think that Huda pissed you off that badly, in my mind, I think that you drank the Ace Kool-Aid, and it's really sad because now I think that that's drastically going to impact the rest of the season, and I hope that you bitches really feel it. I really do hope that you bitches feel it.
And this is the last thing I'm going to say. He definitely drank the Ace Kool-Aid the way he was hyping them up, but I feel like maybe Ace because you know he likes to embarrass people that he feels like is either better than him or rejected him. Maybe he's trying to get back at Jeremiah simultaneously too
Yeah.
by standing on Huda's side. Because it's like, this makes no sense. This makes no sense for you to be here. So maybe, and also I saw the way he was looking at Jeremiah when they was all sitting and talking. He looked irritated that this man was here, y'all.
There was nothing he could do. At the end of the day, Ace, he was going to have an option.
He was gonna
And
have,
as you can see, Iris didn't choose you.
he didn't choose you.
Iris
Oh my
chose
God.
Shelly.
And he's mad because now he's like, oh my God, I have to compete with you again.
Right, for the rest of it. When these new bombshells come in, now that he's really not locked in with anybody for real, because you're not locked in with Iris.
Okay.
Now Jeremiah's gonna really be able to show you guys what him and his dangly earring be getting up to. But okay, we're ranking the couples. What couples are you rooting for? You go first. Tell me who you're gonna put in first.
Okay. I
Oh my God.
Amaya and Austin.
Yeah, I hate them all.
I hate them all. I really do. I just am so over this season, I feel like, because it's like, what am I here for?
Yeah.
I came here to see love. I'm barely seeing that. I came here to see bitches stand on business. I'm not seeing
I'm
that.
not seeing that, yeah.
I came here for drama. It's not fun. And it seems fake. So I don't even really know what I'm here for at this point.
So Amaya and Austin, I think number two for me is going to be Sierra and Nick. I'm not really feeling Nick as much, but I do like Sierra, and I think that their connection is real.
I'm gonna say Hannah and Pepe.
I was also thinking Hannah and Pepe.
Yeah. Just I do like Sierra, but it's just like Nick is like she's not enough to save them for me. You know what I mean?
I'm also going to do Hannah and Pepe second, actually. I changed my mind. I'm doing Sierra and Nick third then.
Yeah, that's what I will do.
I think fourth for me will be Alandria and Taylor.
I think fourth for me is gonna be Iris and Jeremiah.
Hmm.
Just
I see
because
possible potential there.
not even that. I think Taylor and Ace need to be taken out.
Yeah.
And it's just like I can't root for you guys. I'm gonna put Taylor fifth, Taylor and Oleander fifth, and Shelly and Ace sixth because I cannot root for their plan.
I
I
did
can't root
exactly
for
what
their
you
plan. If we were ranking on chemistry, this would be ranked differently. But since we're ranking on who I'm rooting for personally, I can't root for their plan.
Yeah, I did exactly what you did.
Yeah.
You guys, America says Sierra and Nick is number one. Oleand Olandria and Taylor are number two.
Yeah.
Shelly and Ace are number three. Hannah and Pepe are number four. Amaya and Austin are number five. Iris and Jeremiah are number six. What do you guys fucking want?
Literally, what do you want?
What the fuck do you guys want? You know what? This is not Love Island. You guys are playing a dastardly game.
This is Friendship Island. It really is. It's Friendship Island.
Total Drama Island.
It's total drama island.
It's just Total Drama Island. Total Drama Island, Fiji edition. Girl, the Islanders sent Jalen packing. Do you agree with their choice? No.
I already know we're in the minority. Oh,
Oh my God. You
oh,
guys,
I forgot. Girl, they don't like Huda.
you guys, we agree on something. The only thing we're going to agree tonight on.
Guys, let's go
80%.
in.
Guys.
I'm so glad we're able to agree on this one thing. It was hard beefing with you. I don't want to beef with you. I just
Really,
want to tell
we're
you.
so angry with you guys these last two episodes. It was crazy.
I don't want to beef with you guys. I just want to be real.
I just want to be real. Huda or Jalen? Who would you save? I would have saved Jalen, you guys.
I would have said Jalen. Because, and here's the thing. Again, we are Huda defenders. We're not Huda fans, but we will defend her because we even though I have to call myself a feminist, I don't even call myself a feminist on the day to day, but I have to because this is misogyny. You know what I mean? And so I will defend her, but what I will say is at this point, girl, you just need to go because nobody here likes you.
Yeah.
America doesn't like you. Jeremiah refuses to
Doesn't
pick
like
you.
Yeah.
Just leave and go find your red pill man outside the villa.
Fast. I'm
Like,
sure there's tons of podcasts.
I
Go
think
on
you're
Fresh
gonna
and
do great
Fit
on that side.
podcast. Yeah. Fresh and Fit. Fresh and
I
Fit.
think you're gonna do so well on that side. But
Yeah.
yeah, girl, you just gotta go because the people here are not here for
I don't
you.
want to. And you are literally going through it, girl. You want to leave.
Literally. And they don't care.
They don't care.
They don't have any empathy.
Get you in your face. Like you were telling people you're a mommy, and they were like, Mamacita. Like that's crazy work.
They're
Like
like, I'm a mother. They're like, mm-hmm.
literally, Ace. My mom was one too. Well, we knew that. Look
Right.
at you, you fatherless boy. It was so clear that you were.
You came in here acting like a damn bastard, and you thought we were going to
You
think
thought we
you
didn't
were
know you
raised
were
in
a
a
bastard?
two-parent home.
We could see you, you bastard child.
Okay.
You probably look exactly like your daddy, and your mom probably made sure you knew of it.
Okay. And that's probably why you hate women.
That's why you hate women, because you hate her. You
Yeah.
hate, but you know he probably has her portrait tattooed on him somewhere because he's always playing this damn game. Oh, we did Huda Jalen. Who did you want Jeremiah to choose? I personally wanted him to choose Huda, to be honest.
Right. I still feel like I wanted to see the end of their relationship naturally. I
Yeah.
wanted to see it come to a head the way that I thought it would. And now I'll never know if what I saw in my head was going to be right because you guys gave him the easy way out.
And Jeremiah, guys, next to, I'm so sorry to tell y'all this. Iris next to Huda, there is truly no comparison. You guys do understand that Jeremiah did not do this because it was his choice.
It wasn't. He did this. He did this because he didn't want to hear shit from the boys, and he did it because he didn't want to hear shit from you.
Exactly. Anyway,
Right.
Shelly and Ace, finally make it official. You happy?
I'll give them one smiley.
58.2% of you guys are constantly listening to the Fresh and Fit podcast, and it shows. It shows.
It shows. It shows. You love that.
Yes. Austin picked Amaya. Shall we give these two a shot? I see good things ahead, or here comes trouble.
I see good things ahead.
I do see good things ahead. 89.2% of us are on board. I like that.
Right. I like that.
To lighten the mood, Nick's raised eyebrows versus Tyler's side eye.
Taylor.
Taylor, sorry. Girl, who cares? Who cares? Bisexual name. I don't care.
Y'all just love when Taylor be doing shit, I feel like, because you love minstrel shows. I'm sorry. That's what I feel like. Like, here's the thing. America is literally, its bread and butter has always been Black people making a fool. Minstrel shows used to have an entire industry within and of itself of famous minstrel actors. And I think Taylor would have done
Phenomenal.
well at that time. I'm not racist, so I'm not going on that side. And I don't like Nick, so I'm not going on that side. And I don't like fake beef. I don't like fake beef. You're beefing with yourself, bitch. So I'm not voting.
Yeah, I agree. Honestly, though, I agree. And can I be honest? I don't think Taylor's that funny. I don't understand what it is about him that gets you guys all geeked up to see Skeletor moving his body. I'm not understanding what you see.
I'm telling you, it's because it's a minstrel show. Go back and really observe what they did back then. That is what that is. It's not funny. It's just Black people doing expressive things and everyone laughing because they're Black. And I don't think Taylor is aware of what he's doing, but I think subconsciously people laugh at it because that's what it is. It's the same reason they like Kai Cenat when he be screaming. It's the same reason people like I Show Speed when he be dropping his ass. You guys like black people making a fool of themselves.
And you know what? We're not going to do it. We're not doing it with y'all. Pick a side. Huda, Jeremiah, or the Islanders?
I'm not, what? I hate all of them.
Guys, we're going to abstain from voting on that.
Yeah,
All
I'm
of you
so
guys
sorry.
are
We're
wrong.
not going to see America's results, and honestly, I don't care.
We don't care. It means nothing. Pop quiz. Sometimes you need to blank, said Hannah. Break up to make up, crash out to cash out, or break down to break through.
I like crash out to cash out.
But that's not what she said.
That's not, but I don't care.
But she said break down to break through. And
Okay,
this
so
is a pop
you can
quiz.
pick that.
But this is a pop quiz.
Oh, it's a pop quiz?
It's a pop quiz.
I don't give a fuck.
You can't do that. It's break down to break through. That's the correct answer.
That's so annoying. So why would they put crash out on that? They knew it was good. That's what she should have said. Crash out to cash out.
No, that's what you can now say. Anyway.
Fuck you.
Okay, guys, low key over the fights or living for the mess? Honestly, I was low key over it.
Yeah.
77.9% of us are not toxic.
It's
But I don't believe that because I believe that a lot of you guys voted toxically.
right. That's really confusing to me. Again, I think maybe either you guys are not happy with your decision that you made or you're just fake as fuck.
I think it's the fake. But anyway, swipe right on the couples who will survive tonight's recoupling. We know that we already know, but we're going to say who we think should have survived this recoupling.
Okay, so nah to Shelly and Austin.
Nah. Yeah, to Sierra and Nick.
Yeah.
Hannah and Pepe, yes.
Yeah.
Iris and Jeremiah,
Didn't think that.
no.
I thought
Alondra and Jalen, I thought they were going to be together.
until I saw the beginning of the first episode and then I realized. But when coming in, I thought they would.
Yeah. I'm going to say nah, just because we know that, or
Yeah.
should I say yeah?
I mean, you can say yeah. It really doesn't matter based off of the results.
I'm going to say nah, just because she pissed me off.
She pissed me off.
Y'all, America says Hannah and Pepe won. Sierra and Nick, we did those things. Iris and Jeremiah was 3. Alondra and Jalen 4, and Shelly and Austin were 5. So we all knew that Shelly and Austin needed to be done, at the very least. All right, girl. Let's go on.
Yeah. Let's just give our final cackle. I don't really even have anything to say besides all of you bitches are fake, all of you bitches are
Okay.
pussy, and you can never win in a fight against me or my sister.
And we also have an idea. We really hope if Now That's TV's listening, guys, we think you guys should do your own version of Love Island for real. Like, you should do your own version of Love Island. You can put girls and guys in there. Y'all got a whole bunch of bisexuals on both ends. It'll work. It will work and it'll be the best because I would rather see 2 girls truly fight for a man than what Huda is doing with
Whatever
other
this is.
girls who don't really want Jeremiah.
I'd much rather see people confronting people to their face than just shit talking on a daybed and then nothing happening.
Because honestly, Huda should have went over there when she heard Jeremiah talking all that shit, how he was done with her and how he wishes she would have went home. She should have went over there and said, "Do you need that?
Do you need that?
Do you need that?
Do you need that?"
Do you need
So when you had your penis inside of my vagina, did you feel like I should have went home then?
And y'all, did they use a condom? Because I don't think they use a condom.
I don't think so.
I don't think
When you told me that I could do anything until the lights went out, did you think I should have went home then?
Do you think that?
When you told me that bitch over there, I'm sorry.
Sorry,
you
Alex.
be calling her a bitch. When you told me that girl over there was not your type and that my ass was way fatter than hers, did you feel like I should have went home then?
Tell me.
So do you need that?
Do you need that?
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
what should have happened.
And I would have set his ass up. And that's just
So, yeah. You bitches could never,
Never.
verbally or physically,
ever.
take me or my sister.
Never.
You couldn't even handle being in a room with us.
You couldn't even verbally spar with us. So we're not even gonna do it with you right now.
Okay. And honestly, that's the takeaway, is that we should feel really good about ourselves, because at the end of the day, we are 5-star bitches who are able to stand 10 toes down.
Yeah. And the majority of you guys are not. So with that being said, let's cackle. Let's cackle, because you're all in hell, clearly.
Right. Okay. Now, this has been
The
Castle
Castle
of
of
the
the Jackal.
Yeah.
Y'all got the dog in y'all. I know it.